Yeah, attachment theory has always been something that has guided pretty much all of my clinical work, some of my teaching as well, and some of my supervision, which, I hope we kind of get into in just a moment. But it's always been an interest of mine. I think it applies to all different types of clinical work, working not only with patients, but working with supervisees, working in systems, working in teams, working with, organizations, all those types of things. I have found it very applicable to different
Mm.
aspects. So you could take a psychoanalytic lens, you can take a neurobiological lens, a evolutionary lens, a social cultural lens. I just find it kind of covers quite a bit, like it really does, as far as different perspectives and ways to understand the person in front of you,
Mm.
whether it be someone with severe complex trauma, someone with EUPD, or maybe someone who's just feeling quite anxious or dysregulated in that moment. So attachment theory has really guided kind of my clinical work and part of my professional identity. And I think I was quite lucky in the program I went to, which was very psychodynamic, psychoanalytically focused, which I don't know how it is in Australia, Colby, but there are programs not as much anymore focused on that orientation. What will happen is you have to do analytic training. So people are probably familiar with analytic institutes, not just in the U.S. or Australia, but really all over the world. There's institutes, but that's usually postgraduate training.
Mm.
But my graduate program, I was lucky enough to have quite a bit of therapists, professors, teachers, mentors who are analytically trained in San Diego, where I got my training. So I think, kind of a very kind of narrowing down to the question you asked me originally. It's just something that I feel like it really gets to what's going on.
Mm.
And not just, hey, these are the symptoms, here's the fix. It really gets to the core of all mammals, obviously humans being included in that, and what they're experiencing in the world, how they experience others, how they experience themselves, how they feel, whether they can trust people, whether they're able to repair, whether they're able to mentalize or empathize in some ways. So it's just really a guiding principle in a professional identity for me.